there is considerable disquiet about the BBC's attitude and hostility towards the government.
But that's absurd.
Is it? Well, they've been documenting instances of bias in BBC Current Affairs, favourable news stories not reported. Oh, yes, excessive publicity for other countries' case against Britain, especially our common market enemies. Partners. Oh, yes. Jokes against the Prime Minister. Unnecessary publicity for anti-government demonstrations and ministers' programmes. Suggestions not accepted. I'm afraid I didn't have room in my case for the others.
But I'm sure we've got answers to all these.
Of course, the BBC's always got answers. Silly ones, but it's got them.
Yes, of course. But I thought it only fair to warn you that questions are being asked.
What sort of questions?
Well, for example, were Parliament to be televised, whether it shouldn't be entrusted to ITV.
You can't be serious.
And whether the BBC administration is actually making the cuts in jobs and premises that we've endured in government. And should a select committee be appointed to scrutinise BBC expenditure?
But that would be an intolerable intrusion.
Well, of course. And then, of course, there's this extraordinary matter of the boxes at Ascot, Wimbledon, Lord's, Covent Garden and the Proms.
Ah, yes, well, those are technical requirements. Production and engineering staff.
Reports from the Inland Revenue suggest that the production and engineering staff are all holding champagne glasses and are all accompanied by their wives or ladies of equal distinction, and all bear remarkable similarity to governors, directors and executives of the corporation and their friends. Oh, I say, you've come out very well, haven't you? Mind you, it is just possible that we might be able to contain all this criticism, provided the files don't get any larger. And I've been urging my minister that there's really no need to take up this case of the civil defence issue formally.
But you must see my position. The BBC cannot give in to government pressure.
No, of course not. We wouldn't want them to, would we, Minister?
Wouldn't we?
No, of course we wouldn't. But you see, the Minister's interview with Ludovic Kennedy did contain some factual errors.
Factual errors? Ah, well, now that's different. I mean, as you know, the BBC couldn't give in to government pressure.
Oh, absolutely
But
not.
we do set great store by factual accuracy.
Oh, yes. But you see, some of the information in the interview might well be out of date by the time of transmission.
Out of date. Ah, well, now, that's serious. I mean, obviously, the BBC, I mean, as you know, couldn't possibly give in to government pressure.
Oh, indeed not.
But we do not want to transmit out-of-date material.
And since the recording, I realised that I made one or two inadvertent slips that might have security implications.
Such as?
He can't tell you what they are.
Why not?
Security.
You can't be too careful about security, I do agree. If the defence of the realm is at stake, well, we do have to be very responsible. Oh, yes. I mean, obviously, the BBC couldn't give in to government pressure.
No, absolutely.
But security, well, you can't be too careful.
Can't be too careful,
you say.
No, if there are inaccuracies and security worries, well, the BBC wouldn't want to put the interview out.
Precisely.
That puts a completely different complexion on it. Transmission would not be in the public's interest. But I must make one thing absolutely clear.
Yes?
There can be absolutely no question of the BBC ever giving in to government pressure.